This is VOA Special English Education Report. What is the best way to learn a new language? A small study of foreign language learning in adults compared to methods. One is known as the explicit or classroom method. This is a kind of traditional classroom teaching where students are taught a lot of information about grammar rules. The other method is known as the implicit or immersion method. The idea here is to learn much the way children do when they learn a native language. That is, by being the native speakers and absorbing the language that surrounds them. Generally, without a lot of explanation, teachers may combine these two methods into what Professor Michael Ullman calls immersion-style classroom teaching. But is that necessarily a better way to learn a language? Mr. Ullman was the senior investigator for the new study. He is a professor of neuroscience at Georgetown University Medical Center in Washington. He said he was surprised to find that combining the two methods might not have the brain in processing the new language. If he had to learn a language, what would he do? One possibility would be to start with the last room and then go to immersion. But he says there's possibility that the classroom could hurt later immersion. That is one possibility in interpreting the data. The Public Library of Science published the study earlier this year. The 21 adults in experiment learned Procanto 2, 13 world languages created for the study. The words and grammar rules relate to computer games similar to chess that the linear player. For example, lumnomuluniplis race means the square plum piece switches with a nip piece. The researchers tested the people 3 to 6 months after they had learned the language to see how well they could remember it. The study found that those who had learned it with an immersion method had brain waves similar to those of native speakers of a language when speaking that language. Professor Ullman said those who trained with the classroom method also became more native-like in their brain processing. But only the immersion group saw full native-like processing of grammar. Still, he said teachers should not make a curriculum change based on his finding. He said further research is needed, and it may be, for example, that a combination of classroom immersion may not be bad. We don't know that. For Special English, I'm Meryl Ritter.